And George, what time did you wake up?
9 a.m.
Oh, it's okay.
Well, I woke up at 2 a.m. and was awake for a long time. But eventually, the time I had to get up was 9. So it's not too bad. It's a long morning though, you know, with getting on trains and going through mountains and like through the mountains, not over them. Yeah, but we're here.
And that will be a really short stage.
Yeah.
What will happen today?
Nobody knows. There's no precedent for this, you know. I mean, it's a little bit like the Val de Thorens stage in Tour de France 2019, when the road was closed. So, you know, I think it's one of those stages where probably won't be a breakaway, or there might be a small breakaway, but it's just going to be warp speed on the last climb, and it's basically just a 20-minute test.
And what can you tell us about your young teammate Mathieu Riccitello? He's doing really well. Actually, you warned us about him since a while already.
I did warn you already. So I gave people the heads up about Derek G and Riccitello. So I just spent 3 weeks on altitude camp with them, getting smashed by those two boys. So no, he's in really good shape, and he's really on at the moment. And I think we've got a couple of good stages. Today's really good for him. Tomorrow's really good for him, and the mountain TT. So, you know, I think podiums has to be the goal now when you see a guy riding like that against those guys. So it's a great race for him, and he has our full support.
And for you, how is it going?
Not as strong as I hoped. Struggling a little bit after altitude with some of the. I mean, we're going really fast here. You know, I'm in a good level. I thought I would be maybe a little bit better, but it just sometimes happens. I mean, it happens to me a lot when I come down from altitude. I felt like I was in great shape, but sometimes you do need a bit of time at sea level after 5 weeks on the top of a mountain, and I mean, I still feel good, so it's not a disaster. I'm still in a good place, especially going into the Tour. You know, and yesterday, I was there with 8-9 guys left, but then obviously just the last few K was a bit too long, and it all came back. So still a lot of good chances to grow in the race, and I'm having a good time.
Because the plan is you go to the Tour. Because I didn't find a proper confirmation of a roster for the Tour.
We don't have a confirmed roster. We have 14 guys for 8 spots. So, you know, you have to believe you're going. You have to prepare like you're going. You know, I mean, the Tour is not something you go to as an afterthought. You know, you do everything for the Tour to arrive there in perfect shape, and then deal with it if you don't go. It's a bit of a new experience for me. Normally in the past it was like, okay, you knew in December this is the team, but we have different objectives. You know, we go for stage wins, so it's a little bit more who's firing at that moment. So there's no confirmation, no guarantees for anybody, and I mean, you have to back yourself, don't you, to be in the 8, and you have to, in your head you're going, and then if you get the phone call saying you're not, then you know you deal with that when you get the phone call. But at the moment in my head, it's we're going for the Tour, and everything's about there to arrive 100% shape in Italy.
I wish you the best then. Thank
you very much.
Thanks, George.